And Brad, the S, sir.
Oh, the S. The S is one that I've actually struggled with quite a bit because of of what it stands for itself, and that is surrender. And it was not part of my vocabulary for a very, very long time because of my background. But through the Thanks program and the practicing of it every single day myself, I've learned that surrender is so important and ties in all the rest for me. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to be able to surrender. Bob, please.
Yeah, to the degree that we can surrender to each moment, proportionately we experience that level of joy.
Yes.
If we are not in surrender, then we are in resistance. It's one or the other, guys. It's one or the other. We're either in resistance, and when we're in that resistance, we're unhappy. We've got the committee going. We've got the resentments or the judgments or the criticisms going. And when we're in the surrender to each moment, it doesn't mean that we accept unacceptable behaviors. It just means that we're not attached to what people are doing in that moment. That we can bless them, we can send prayers out to them, we can send loving energy out to them, which they probably need more of.
Absolutely.
When they're in that place of their own judgments or criticisms or, negativity. So the whole premise of surrender is letting go of what we script in our own minds about how we think an outcome should be, how we believe something needs to turn out, and allow things to unfold, allow our experiences to be present right here, right now, surrendering to this moment. I'm not thinking about the drive this morning and all the crazy drivers. I'm in this moment. So I surrender to each moment, and I get a smile on my face. That's when I'm really the happiest, and I believe that that's when people are really the happiest. There is a paradox that I like. It's called "We surrender to win." It's in the surrender that we find victory, and that victory is about embracing our neutrality and being in that place of deep joy, deep connection, which then permeates out into the world.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
It is.
One of the things I've really noticed with people that I work with, that Bob and I work with, is once they've reached a level of being able to surrender, they begin to move out of their own way. Find our greatness, and surrendering enables us to get the heck out of the door and to move through it. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to watch that unfold.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Now, I want to say one more thing, because you'll notice we've only mentioned 6 principles, and thanks only has 6 letters, but there's actually 7.
There's the 7, yes.
And the 7th is taking all of these thanks principles. We're going to disclose the secrets. Thanks for everything is about unwavering gratitude. For all the blessings, for all the goodness. It's like Mitch was saying earlier, CNN now, he's starting to actually hear some really wonderful things in that premise of not attaching to the reactions to the negative stuff. And living in gratitude is a culmination of taking all of these principles, and this becomes the byproduct. When we work with each one of the thanks principles relentlessly, we just find more and more, I'm so grateful for this moment. I'm so grateful for my life. I'm so grateful for all the goodness and the blessings. And if we can get enough of that going, it is going to tip the scales around all this fear-based stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. That collective consciousness then becomes more about love, the other end of the spectrum.
You got it, Brandy. Absolutely.
Fantastic. So I understand that the thanks program is for everyone. I mean, the principles of thanks are universal. I mean, Buddha was writing about these. So absolutely. And I hear that you've been able to really take this and integrate it with the lives of men and men's programs. So tell me a little bit about that, Bob.
Well, we're really passionate about this, Brandy, and where we want to disseminate this information and this program to everybody. What we have found at a number of levels is men so desperately need to come out of isolation,
Absolutely.
out of the constructs of their belief systems and ideology. We've seen more and more through our clients that men are so isolated, and men have such concrete beliefs about what it is to live as a man in our culture. So we started this whole Pathfinders program for men, where we actually meet in groups, and the men start to challenge their own beliefs. It's like their ideology about, this is who I am a businessman.
Right.
That's who I am. I'm a father. That's who I am. I'm a husband or a partner. That's who I am. And it's like, no, these are the roles we play, guys.
Right. Just the roles.
These are the roles we play. And to start really questioning and looking at that basic question, what is it to be a man in our culture? And to get them to understand that where they're living isn't a place they have to live at.
That's right.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we are just so passionate about this Pathfinders men's movement, and really taking these thanks principles as the central theme to the groups, and using them in a way that helps men change.
Fantastic. So, to sum everything up, is there anything you'd like to say to our listeners, our viewers here?
Yeah. Don't listen to your mind too much. It will tell you things. It'll take you into bad neighborhoods
That's right.
that I wouldn't
here,
want
little boy.
anybody to dwell in.
That's right.
Criticism, judgment, fear, shame, resentment. Let it go. Let it go. And enjoy and embrace what it really is to be able to live in your power. It's available to each and every one of you.
So how can our viewers find out more about you and the Power of Thanks program? Website?
Yes, we've got a website. There's two websites, actually. One would be www.thepowerofthanks.com.
That's easy enough.
Powerofthanks.com. And the other is www.themenofpathfinders.com.
Thank you both for coming into the studio and this wonderful interview. I'm so
Thank you.
inspired. I'm like, yes, let it go. Yes, step into your power. I'm going to go
Fantastic.
running out and dancing into the other room. So
Yeah.
you all have a fantastic evening. Thanks for sharing
thank you.
all of your wisdom and
Thank you
viewers.
for this, the service that you provide to people out in the world. You know, you really offer something very special.
Very
We're
special.
grateful for
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Well, thanks again to Bob and Brad.
Oh, what a great interview. Yeah, that was really... You know what was so cool about that, Brandy? We've been to so many meetings and so much networking in the last year in Albuquerque and Santa Fe and all over the place. And it's all about women. It's all about women's groups
that's true.
and the National Association of Women's Business and Women on the Fast Track. And so it was so great to have these two guys sit here and talk about men's support groups. And
Yes.
yeah, well, that was really, really, I felt very supported.
That's right. They're doing fantastic work on the planet. I'm totally motivated, and it's so great to hear the way that other people present the basic principles,
Right.
that I think all of us as people, when we quiet the committee, and you use the term committee in my head, so we were vibing right on there. When we
Right.
quiet that committee, I think it's what we're all really going for, and trying to figure out, it's the ultimate question: how do I get that? How do I
Right.
have that? There's all kinds of tools out there. We're here to present you with the ones that vibe with you, baby. It's all
Things
about
that work for you. I
good
know.
vibrations. Yeah.
It's really good for me to find all these different modalities and techniques to quiet the mind without having to work so hard at it. It doesn't really work, does it?
That's right. When you let it go, the working at it doesn't work to quiet it. So it's all about that surrender.
What do they say?
Or what you resist persists.
What you resist persists.
That's right.
Exactly.
So if you have tips and tricks, if you know of ways that help you get to where you want to go, help you quiet the committee, help you have more peace, joy, love, abundance in your life, please contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Go to our website, it's yourmindthatmatters.com. Send us an email, pick up the telephone, give us a
Give
call.
us a call.
We'll actually talk to you and tell us about your successes. Thanks, Albuquerque. Thanks, New Mexico. Have a wonderful, prosperous evening.
Have a great evening and thank you.